Everyone. This is a short practice. It's ideal if you've been sitting a lot. Maybe you work from home and you've got a little bit of time in your lunch hour where you can have stretch out, or maybe just when you finish work and you've been sitting at your desk all day. So let's begin. We're going to start lying down and we're going to either have our arms in this position, which sometimes is called cactus arms, or you could take your arms up straight or out to the side, whatever works for you. We're aiming our legs into this position that I call frog's legs. If that doesn't work very well for you, then you could just cross your ankles with your legs a little bit further away from you. So let's begin on our mat, ideally frog's legs, cactus arms. Now, if you find this is making your back hollow, lift your bottom and really try to stretch your back. Aim your elbows and your hands onto the mat. So if that's not working, reposition your arms. See if you can bring your feet a little bit closer into your body. See if you can keep your big toes and your little toes all together. And from this lovely opening position, we're going to start our practice by taking 6 really full deep breaths in. And on your out breath, pull your tummy in and explode your breath out. Open your mouth wide. You can even stick your tongue out. I'm not watching. In breath, very deep and full. Out breath, force the breath out. Let's take 4 more like that. Very deep. Explode the breath out by pulling your tummy in. Keep going. 2 more. And then very, very slowly, you're going to try and keep your feet together for as long as you can. As you start to straighten your legs out along the floor, you can point your toes towards your head. Take your arms up over your head, fingertips touching the floor, and have a little wriggle in the middle. So just having a little wriggle there, and then hug your knees into your chest and do some knee circles. You can circle your knees in one direction, circle them in the other direction. Bring your big toes to touch, take your knees apart, and just see if you can draw your knees up towards your armpits and lift your head up to look towards your toes. And we'll take that 3 times more. So as you draw your knees in and you lift your head, look towards your toes, breathe out, stay for breath. And breathe out to release 2 more times. Deep in breath, out breath as you draw your knees in, lift your head, take a breath in there while you're holding, out breath, release, and last one. And bring your feet down onto the mat. Bending one knee in towards your chest and stretching the leg up. Draw the knee in and back down. Same on the other side. Take the knee in, stretch the leg up, aim your heel up and your toes down. Bend the knee and again. And then we'll take both knees in and stretch both legs up. If that doesn't suit you, you can bring one foot down and just hold one leg at a time. Your legs might not be straight, they might be quite bent, just depends what your hamstrings are feeling like. So if you're fine there, we're going to take the arms up. So again, you can go to cactus arms or you take your arms out straight or to the side. Press your back hard into the floor, engage your core muscles, and really enjoy that stretch. So we'll stay for 4 very deep breaths. You can release the out breath how you feel. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. So you can hold in front of the knees, you can hold behind the knees. It really doesn't matter. And if you're feeling a little bit lively now, we can take some rock and roll. So you can hold on to your legs, or maybe rock and roll with no hands. So just be careful that you don't roll back too much to pull your neck. And if you don't feel in the mood for rocking anything, just push your knees away. So let's just take a couple more, just loosening up. If you've been sitting for a long time, just waking up, a quick recharge. And then we're going to come to a bottom balance. So you might like to hold on behind your knees and aim to pull your tummy in and see if you can really lift up your chest. So if you're a bit curled up there, see if you could just stretch up a little bit more. And we'll take one leg up and stretch that leg, bring it down. Bring your tummy in, see if you can sit up a little bit straight and take the other leg up and down. Now we'll take one leg and one arm. Just hold on there. And then we'll take the other side. Leg, arm. Bring the foot down if you need to. And down. And then we'll take one leg, opposite arm, other arm. And we're into Navasana, the boat pose. Open your arms. If it's too strong, bend your knees, bring your feet down. Take a couple of breaths there. And then we'll come back down to the bottom balance. And we're coming on to all fours now. So into a good tabletop all fours position. Start by having a little tail circling. Circling the other way. Just see how your back is feeling. Turn your head to look one way. Turn your head to look the other. Hips in one direction. Moving sideways. Head in the other. So just swiveling the hips side to side to get a little bit of stretch into the side of the body. Tucking the toes under, press hard through the hands, press hard through the toes, really press your toes down. And just hover the knees from the floor just for a moment, and then we can come up into a down dog. Let your knees bend quite deeply in your down dog, so you really get that effect of really stretching through the spine. Really stretch there, deep knee bend. And then if you want to, you can straighten your legs up a little bit from there. Take a couple of breaths. Again, take a deep knee bend. Straighten the legs. We're going to walk our way to a forward fold. So walk your feet towards your hands and your hands towards your feet, feet towards hands, and then into a forward fold. So maybe your knees are still very bent. Maybe your legs are quite straight. Don't lock out with your knees and just let your arms swing and sway. And really feel the weight of your upper body just hanging there. Just take a few breaths there. Releasing. Releasing. And very, very slowly we're going to uncurl. And we'll bring ourselves up to a standing position. So take a moment, standing, roll the shoulders. And just be here. Feel your feet firm and steady. Relax your shoulders, let your arms hang. We're going to take a little sequence now where we're going to take the arms behind so that you get a good squeeze into the shoulder blades. And then we're going to take the arms up. I don't think you can see the top of my arms here. And come up onto tiptoes. So push your heels back down, take your arms behind you. We'll take a few in breath as you reach up Out breath, take your arms behind. Let's take 2 more. In breath as you reach up. Out breath, down. Now we'll see if we can stay on tiptoes. As high on your toes as you can. Reach your arms up a little bit higher. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together, draw your arms back a little bit. Spread your fingers, looking ahead. See if you can stay there. 2 more breaths. Reaching up, like you're really trying to reach for something on the ceiling. Keep your hands where they are and very slowly start to lower the heels, very slowly. And bring the arms down. We're back into our standing posture so that we can reorganize our posture. We've been sitting, it's just like a reset posture, Samasthiti. Attention, releasing tension. So pause for a breath there. And we're going to move into balancing posture. We're going to take the tree pose. So you can take your foot to the inside of your leg. Try not to put the foot on the knee. It's just above the knee joint or a little bit lower. Or if you want to, you can take it to the top of the thigh, wherever it works for you. So you won't be looking at the screen right now, just try and look at a spot ahead. And we're just going to take this time to focus on balance. Shoulders down, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. And we're in tree pose. So you might like to take your arms up above your head, palms together, or some people take the hands into the center of the chest. And let's just pause for a moment. Make sure that you're using your core. And breathe out your standing foot. And again. And we'll just take 2 more breaths here, nice and slow and steady. And then if you're still balancing, draw the knee in, take the knee up towards your chest, hug it in towards your chest, and back down to Samasthiti. And we'll take the other side. So take a moment just to find out where you want to position your foot. And then don't look at the screen, look at something ahead of you to really focus your attention. Bringing your hands where you want them to be. You might like to take them up above your head to start with, and then bringing them in to the center of your chest. Don't worry if you wobble, just try and stay focused there. In breath, feel your spine and your whole body lifting and lengthening. Out breath, feel like your feet are taking root. Try and stay for 2 more breaths. Last breath. And if you're still balancing, see if you can draw the knee carefully in towards your chest. Hug that knee up towards your chest. Back to Samasthiti. Reset your posture. Take a nice deep breath. Imagine drawing that breath to the top of the head. And breathing out, down to the feet. 1 more breath there. Let the shoulders relax. Now we're going to take a twisting posture, and we're going to come into a squatting position, something like this. We're aiming the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. See if you can keep that shoulder up and draw the hands in towards the center of the chest. Maybe they only go to the shoulder, maybe they don't reach the center of the chest, but just twisting around there. and look up over your head. So press your feet down, push your bottom away, pull your tummy in, draw that shoulder back. Take a nice deep breath. And coming up. And we'll take that on the other side. So bending the knees, sticking your bottom out. It's a bit like a chair pose, but we're turning it into a twist. So taking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, bringing the palms together, and see if you can lift the elbow so that you draw your hands in towards your chest. Looking up if you're fine with that, squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other. Take a couple of breaths. See if you can make that twist even better. Push your bottom away. Last breath, and we're going to come down into a forward fold. Let the arms hang. Release the breath. Release the breath. Release the breath. Very slowly, we're coming back up to our Samasthiti. Reset your posture. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. Take a nice breath there. And bowing your head forwards. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a quick recharge, ready to get back to work or whatever you're doing for the rest